Welcome to a journey not through the lands between, but into the depths of what might be the most terrifying social gathering in Elden Ring lore. Today we're not just exploring the game's vast landscapes or battling the formidable bosses. We're diving into a scenario that can only be described as a nightmare. The social gathering I'm referring to is going to be a smoke session, but the unfortunate part about it is that it's with some terrible ass people. If you want to know what the nightmare blunt rotation in Elden Ring looks like, make sure you hit that sub and like button, and without further ado, here we go. Number 3 on our list is going to be the Dung Eater NPC. And first off, let's talk about his hygiene. Well, actually, let's not talk about his hygiene. His name's literally the Dung Eater. So, I mean, it can be pretty safely assumed what his diet mainly consists of. So, you know, he's going to be taking that blunt and pressing it up on those nice lips. And also, he'll probably show up wanting you to smoke his special blend that he brought with him. And I really don't think I would want to try it. But if you did try it, you can imagine it probably would have tastes similar to his culinary choices, which, as we talked about earlier, with a name like Dung Eater, you can take a guess as to what those culinary choices are. And assuming you make it this far in the smoke session with him, you're going to hear some really interesting conversation from him. He's probably going to tell you all about the corpses he's defiled lately and how that made him feel, But I digress. The lands between are a very large place, and there are far worse people to smoke with, so on to number 2. Number 2 on this list is Mydra, Lord of the Frenzied Flame. And you might think he's a good one to smoke with because, oh, you know, he can just like light the blunt with his finger, but I promise you, it's not that simple. Instead of getting a taste of that good old ganja, you're probably going to get a taste of existential dread, which is never any fun. Not to mention, this dude has a sword sticking out of his head that for whatever reason he just keeps tugging on, and it's not really what I want to watch the whole time I'm trying to relax here. And then you're probably going to take a hit from the blunt and disintegrate into nothing because he just wants to return the many to the few. And he's going to tug at this damn sword long enough to the point that his head pops off, and then you're just going to have a lot of problems on your hands. It's just not a situation you even want to try to engage with, I promise. There's a lot more bad things that'll come out of this than good, so I would just avoid it. But now on to number 1. Number 1 is none other than Rykard, the Lord of Blasphemy. And if you're smoking with him, he's probably not going to want to slide to your place, so I mean, you're probably going to have to go to his place. And if you just take a look around, I mean, it's cool, but it's not the most, like, relaxing. And on top of that, this guy is literally a god-devouring serpent, and he's probably just going to swallow the blunt. Now, if he doesn't do that, that's good for the idea of the smoke sesh, but I would still take a look at what you're smoking. It might have a couple human remains in it. This is somebody who likes to eat people. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I just think I would avoid this situation because I'd be worried he's going to get the munchies and then just want to chow down on you or anybody that's chilling with you. Okay, I might be letting my paranoia get to me a little bit, but in all seriousness, you're going to take a hit of this blunt and experience the scream of 1,000 dying souls. And for something that's supposed to alleviate anxiety, I really just see this having the complete inverse effect on you. So if you guys have any takeaways from this video, it would be just to avoid smoking with any of these characters, not the time you want to have. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. It helped me out a lot, and we're just trying to grow this community. So have a good one, guys. Thank you so much. Peace.